In northern Syria, Kurdish forces clash with ISIS fighters who have taken over some 60 villages in recent days, according to a monitoring group. U.S. officials know the war against ISIS must be won on the ground, but President Obama insists it won't be with U.S. ground troops.
It has to be the Syrians fighting for their own country. That's the best way to do it, the most effective way to do it, the most sustainable way to do it.
But is the U.S. running out of time before it even gets started? The Pentagon estimates it will take up to 5 months to first find 5,000 reliable Syrian fighters to train, and then
there'll be probably a period of 8 to 12 months of actual training and fielding. So it's going to be a little while before you start to see opposition fighters returning to Syria.
So is it worth starting airstrikes in Syria now?
There is still a significant weakness and a significant gap if you don't have ground forces that are ready, willing, and able to conduct missions in conjunction with air power.
In Iraq, General Lloyd Austin, head of Central Command, did ask to place a small number of troops on the ground to direct U.S. airstrikes when the U.S. began helping local forces retake Mosul Dam last month. The White House said no. President Obama was sticking to his pledge.
The president has ruled out the option of deploying American boots on the ground in Iraq and in Syria in a combat role.
The Pentagon insists commanders are not at odds with the president, even as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs holds open the option of requesting the U.S. military join Iraqi troops as advisors on the front lines.
There's complete alignment between the White House, the president, and his military leadership here at the Pentagon, from Secretary Hagel right on down to all the planners that are putting together the options for the president to consider.
But a former head of Central Command warns the U.S. may be telling ISIS too much about no U.S. ground troops.
I don't think we should reassure the enemy in advance that they'll never face them.